There's a garden in the quiet where my thoughts go out of phase. Petals flicker like a signal that's been lost for several days. Roots are crawling through the cracks where all my better parts once lived. Every color feels synthetic, like a lie I never questioned but still give. The soil runs with every memory I tried to override. A bloom that only opens when I'm fading out of sight. It grows the most when I'm pretending everything is fine. A flower made of static, feeding on the parts I hide behind. It blossoms in the corners where the silence gets too loud. A parasite disguises progress, wearing calmness like a shroud. The vines wrap around my breathing, telling me I'm getting strong. But every inch they tighten proves the signal's been wrong all along. I watch the petals shimmer with the glow that feels unearned. A counterfeit enlightenment from lessons never learned. It spreads across my ribcage like a frost that never melts. A garden built from coping mechanisms I never meant to weld. It whispers that I'm healing when I'm really disappearing. A lullaby of numbness that distorts what I'm hearing. The blue pretends it's gentle while it drains the room of sound. A quiet so unnatural, it vibrates through the ground. I water it with habits that I thought were helping me, but every drop just feeds a static, hungry frequency. It thrives on every moment where I shut the world away. A flower that mistakes surrender for a brand new day. Static bloom, glowing like a false light moon, growing through my chest too soon. I confuse the numb for peace while the garden takes the best of me. Static bloom, humming in a hollow room, telling me I'm safe from gloom. But the quiet cuts right through till I can't tell what's me and what is you. Turn to patterns when the night begins to bend. A fractal of emotions I can't categorize or mend. It spreads across my vision like a film I can't remove. A bloom that rearranges every truth I thought I knew. The roots pulse with a rhythm that pretends it's keeping time, but every beat is slightly off, a glitch inside the rhyme. It grows into a labyrinth where I lose myself again. A maze of static flowers whispering that this is how I've always been. It feeds on hesitation like a vine that knows my name. Every pause becomes a pathway for the bloom to stake its claim. The petals shift to faces I once trusted in the past. Their outlines blur and flicker like a signal fading fast. It tells me I'm evolving as it tightens like a thread. A garden built from echoes of the things I never said. It thrives on every moment where I'm too tired to resist. A bloom that only blossoms when I cease to coexist. But somewhere in the static, there's a frequency that's mine. A trembling little waveform, trying hard to realign. The bloom begins to falter when I breathe against its pull. The colors lose their shimmer and the garden feels less full. The vines retract in silence as the signal starts to clear. A fragile kind of clarity that trembles in my ear. The flower flickers softly like a ghost about to fade. A bloom that